Hello and good day, Welcome to the Super Good Camping Podcast. My name is Pamela.
I'm Tim.
And we are from supergoodcamping.com. We're here because we're on a mission to inspire other people to get outside and enjoy camping adventures, such as we have as family. Today we want to talk about camp and trail tech innovations. So some gear that might be changing how we interact with the outdoors. Camping used to be about roughing it, but now even your backpack could charge your phone. And if these tech upgrades, are they really improving your outdoor experience? Or are they just adding more weight or more cost or just generating sales for some company? Innovations can make camping safer, lighter, and more sustainable, but which ones are really worth it? So we'll talk a little bit about this today. And so why is this outdoor tech gear really booming? It's because people are interested in lightweight and eco-conscious design. So they want the performance of things without the bulk or the waste, or they want to experience more comfort while they're out and about. Material science and renewable energy advances have transformed tents and clothing and cooking gear, and we've certainly evolved as far as our tents. We've had a number of tents, from big and bulky and heavy now to very lightweight. And climate change and unpredictable weather are making demand for more adaptive fabrics and power sources. And then tech supports safety and accessibility, especially for people that are solo camping or families.
So some solar powered innovations. It's better for everything, especially for the environment, because it's renewable power off grid. You've got access to more gear. In other words, you don't have to take lights that have batteries, so it saves you weight. You can take communication and then not have to worry about your battery dying on your phone. You can take a satellite phone. By now, most of you've heard me talk about our Zoleo. We take that with us, and it has a wicked battery in it. But it if we need to, we can charge it by solar. So there are solar fabrics and panels. BioLite solar panel, it's ultra thin, adjustable kickstand, integrated battery, charges phones and GPS.
It's only small in terms of milliamps though, so 3,200 milliamp hours.
And it's about Canadian dollars, about $150. It's 10 watts, approximately 1 pound, but you can attach to a backpack and you can be charging things while you're
hiking or
while you're lugging stuff
or while you're paddling.
Yep. Goal Zero Nomad 20 solar panel, folds flat. It's reliable for extended trips. It's about 2 pounds, but it puts out 20 watts, and it's about $200. There's a new tech that's fairly recent in coming out. It's not all of that in a bag of chips quite yet, but it's getting there. Solar fabric tents and backpacks. Companies like PowerFilm, Voltaic Systems, and again, it can charge while you're hiking. They're thinner, lighter, more flexible. Basically, solar panels stitched on, so it's a little bit less efficient than a hard. What's the right term? Yeah, than a hard solar
panel.
Yep. And then solar lighting. Like we have Lucy lamps. They literally charge a battery pack built into the light itself, and they put out all kinds. They have different levels. I can't remember. We bought some replacements. Ours are fairly old and have taken quite a beating, and we tend to not pay attention when we pack them, so they don't necessarily hold air because they collapse. So you inflate them. So they're waterproof, all that sort of jazz. But at least half of ours now kind of sag slowly. So we bought some new ones, which we haven't had the opportunity to try out yet. Not Lucy brand. I want to say Flex Light, but I'm not positive.
They so you can plug your phone into them as well and charge your phone, although it takes forever.
It does from the Lucy lights, but apparently these new ones that we got are faster, bigger, higher outputs. They feel about the same weight. They collapse down as well. So, well, I'm sure we'll do a review at some point, just when we get a chance to get out there. It's it's snowing and stuff. So
It's minus 18 with the wind chill today.
there you go.
Celsius.
Right. That'd be pretty stinking cold in Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah, so smart clothing and adaptive materials. This is why it's better. It helps to regulate temperature. It improves your comfort level, reduces the need for multiple layers of clothing, so less weight to carry with you and less clothing to cart along, less bulk. Temperature regulating fabrics. So there's, for example, Outlier's Supermarine Cotton, which is naturally water resistant and breathable. And Columbia's Omni Heat Infinity jackets with reflective gold dot lining, which reduces your heat loss. And then as emerging things, so maybe not necessarily available just yet, but graphene infused layers that conduct and retain body heat with less bulk. There's moisture responsive clothing, which we know somebody that might need some of that. Patagonia Capilene air-based layers. So it's merino wool and recycled polyester, so adapts to humidity and activity levels. I was surprised actually when we went whitewater rafting this summer and they were like, yeah, don't wear cotton, don't wear cotton, don't wear cotton. It has to be synthetic. And I always thought like synthetic to me always felt like it didn't breathe as well, but that was
the concept behind that is that it also doesn't retain water, like it doesn't, whereas cotton absorbs water.
Right. And then smart textiles are in development, ones that might be self-drying, which would be great too. So if you're paddling and you end up getting wet, odor neutralizing, that's also really good when you're in backcountry and you don't have access to a shower.
I haven't had a shower in 7 days.
Energy harvesting weaves that will power small devices. Well, that would be cool if your body heat could actually power your phone.
I have a lot of body heat.
You do that too.
There's also ultralight innovations. It reduces fatigue and injury risk, makes multi-day trips more accessible, especially for older, that's me, or family campers.
Yeah, little kids, they could carry some things like the tent because it's lightweight.
Yes. We'll actually specifically get to our tent. But tents and shelters. So Z-Packs Duplex, it's under 2 pounds. It's a Dyneema fabric and it's fully waterproof.
Under 2 pounds.
Under 2 pounds. Well, so fine. Let's talk about we've got a Nemo 3-person. I can't remember which model it is, but it's 2 pounds. It absolutely weighs nothing, and it's itty bitty. Like it packs up to, oh man, I don't even know that it's. I'll use the Imperial. It's maybe a foot, 14 inches long, and it's a bundle that's 2 inches across, 2.5 inches across, and it's 2 pounds. Like it's
sleeps 2 people and a dog comfortably.
Easily. It ridiculously expensive. I want to say it was a solid $800, maybe a little bit more. But if it lasts, like if we get 8 years out of it,
which remains to be seen.
Yeah, we've got 2 out of it now. So 2. So another example is Big Agnes Copper Spur HVUL2, which means nothing to me. It's lightweight but roomy. It's a 3-season versatility. And then so I mentioned Dyneema earlier. It's an emerging fabric. It's a composite fabric. It's stronger than Kevlar and lighter than nylon.
So you can wear it as a bulletproof tent?
I don't know. I know how Kevlar works, and it means you have to have a bunch of it.
Okay.
That's it's not quite that simple.
Right.
But it's thin polyethylene sheet laminated between 2 sheets of polyester. It's light, it's strong, it's crazy expensive. Sleep systems. Hi, puppy dog. Hi. You nut. Never mind. Sleep systems. So Thermarest Neo Air Uber Light pad, which I don't have. It's 8.8 ounces, has a high R value for its weight. And lots of people swear by Thermarest. I've only had one Thermarest pad, and it didn't work for me. Mostly because it's squeaky.
Isn't that the Cedar Summit? I think it's a Cedar Summit.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, my bad. So Cedar Summit is the next one. It's a Spark SPI sleeping bag. It compresses to the size of a grapefruit. So I haven't spent the big bucks on those. All of our bags are much larger than I would like them to be. But we do have bags that go down to minus 20, I think. So, they're going to be bigger. Welcome to life. Cooking gear is a jet boil stash stove, titanium pot, rapid boil, ultralight, solo stove light, wood burning, efficient airflow, and you don't have to use a gas canister. We've discussed this before. So it keeps things light to do that. To basically, in my tiny brain, it's a twig stove. And if you have that option, but we just recently spoke to a couple of gentlemen that camp in the or trek through the barren lands, so the Arctic, and ain't no trees, so no twigs to burn. Not an option. So there's that issue. There's also fire bans where you have to be able to. It has to have an on-off switch, for lack of a better term. So you can't always pull that one off. But I have seen a number of twig stoves that are like, yeah, that's pretty cool. The Kid Products one is probably my favorite, just because I've actually talked to the guys that made them, so I know how they work and how much innovation of their own and great ideas that they put into making them. We'll move on to smart navigation and communication tools. It's better because it enhances safety and efficiency while reducing dependency on cell service, which is a thing. That's part of why I personally love the backcountry, is because I can't get a signal. Too bad. Nobody can get a hold of me. Well, they can, though. So we have a Zoleo satellite messenger. It can connect seamlessly with your phone, but it uses satellite communication, not your phone, like not LTE or 5G or anything like that. It's easy interface. We've had it for ages now, and you can use it in your sleep. You literally text from your phone if you need to, or you can just push a button that says "I'm okay," which could be a lie. So we mentioned it in another episode. Some other ones. Another one would be a Garmin InReach, the Mini 2. It's got GPS tracking. It's got an SOS and texting via satellite, but you can actually text on the Garmin itself, so you don't need to take a phone, which is probably the only downside I can come up with the Zoleo. And I don't mind it, because you're taking your phone probably to take some pictures, because that's what we do now. We don't take cameras, we do, but not everybody does. So,
well, and Rogers now offers a satellite service of some sort. I haven't looked into
I don't think it's specific to Rogers, because I'm on, what am I on? Wind Freedom, something like that. Although that is a Rogers resell sort of deal. But yes, I have that satellite emergency access on my phone as well. So who knows? That's a thing that's coming. Is that going to? I'm curious. Not completely off topic, but I'm curious to see if that pushes satellite messaging, like standalone
devices.
Satellite messengers out. Yeah. So navigation apps and devices. Gaia GPS or AllTrails. We know people that use both of those, or either or of those, and they swear by them. So you get offline topographical maps, elevation profiles, route sharing, and emergency integration, AI-assisted trail planning and voice navigation. It's coming to the Garmin ecosystem. Keep your eyes peeled. It's coming.
Slightly off topic. We've mentioned in the past that I'm a parks prescriber, which just means I can prescribe time in nature for people, especially for their mental health. But as part of that, they've partnered with All Trails Plus. So if people do get a park prescription from their prescriber, then they can actually get access for 6 months free, I think, to the All Trails Plus.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go. Oh, water, power, and food tech. It's better because it increases safety and convenience without adding weight or pollution. We have a platypus, the 4-liter platypus water filter system. It packs down fairly small, and I like it because I don't have to. It's a gravity filter. Fill up the dirty bag, slap on the hose with the filter, attach the clean water bag, hang it on a tree, walk away. go collect your firewood, do whatever, come back and it has filtered this stuff. So you don't have to actually do anything. But it is bigger and bulkier than for, like the Grail GeoPress, because that and the Sawyer Squeeze. Although I know somebody who has the Sawyer Squeeze, and I went, oh well, that's cool. That's because that's faster. Like it if you need water now, it's faster than our platypus. But everything has its advantages. So the GeoPress, it filters viruses and bacteria in seconds. Oh, it isn't a pumping one. I thought it was okay because there's one you can literally put over the edge of your boat and you pump a lever on it and it filters. There you go. I don't know everything. The Sawyer Squeeze is ultralight and field proven, and it is. I'm sure that we ran. I'm sure it was on a whitewater trip. Maybe Bill had it. But we're going to talk to him soon. The gentleman behind the name of Thunderbox Diaries, and I'll quiz him on that. So pay attention. Stay tuned for that episode. Power banks and rechargeables. An example would be an Anker 521 powerhouse, 256 watt hours, powers small electronics for days. Nightcore NB 10,000 Gen 2 carbon fiber, ultralight 10,000 milliamp hours. I bet that's really expensive though. We've got a couple of power banks. One's an Anker. Oh, and I can't think of what the name of the other one is. We've had it forever. It's they're both about the same weight. The one we've had forever is definitely a smaller milliamp hours. But between those two and a 24, 26 watt solar panel, we run all our things. We keep all our cameras charged, keep our phones charged, satellite communicators, lights if need be, because it would to do that. If there's a plug-in, like a USB plug-in on your whatever your solar light is, Lucy Light or what have you, it will charge faster than the small panel that's on the light itself. Just saying, there's all kinds of ways that you can make that stuff work. Food innovations, good to go dehydrated meals, or
there's Camp Kitchen.
Bland can take a hike.
Bland can take a hike.
So specific to the good to go dehydrated meals, they're chef made, although so are the other ones. Lower sodium, recyclable packaging, which I like. The Mylar bags I don't think are recyclable. I'm not positive, but I don't think they are.
I think if they're silver lined, they're not.
Yeah, so they may be in some places, but not here in Toronto. If it's got silver on the inside of it, garbage, unfortunately. Emerging tech, 3D printed or algae-based. Oh, interesting. Algae-based protein meals.
3D printed meals?
Weird. No.
Get out of here.
Well, that's what the research says. But they're for ultralight packing. How cool is that?
Sustainability and circular design. So why it's better, of course, like this applies to your day-to-day life as well. Reduces waste, reduces your carbon footprint, and reduces your impact on landfill. So repairable and modular gear. I mean, people don't really sew or fix things that much anymore. Often it's just this is got a hole in it.
Few and far between. Chuck it.
But yeah, so I mean, you can fix things. And Tim has done work on our gear sometimes with our tent started leaking. That he's done seam tape.
I did seam tape. That's the only place that it didn't leak after that.
Anyways, the repairable and modular gear, Patagonia's Warnwear, Arc'teryx's Rebird repair program. So it sounds like they will repair things for you. That would be awesome. Recycled materials, so tent poles that are from aluminum that's been recycled, packed fabrics from ocean plastics, and end-of-life gear recycling. So companies like RAB and TerraCycle. So TerraCycle I'm familiar with. They actually do have a program where you either register with them and they will actually just give you a label to print off, like a shipping label, and then you ship whatever this is back to them. Tim was talking about the Mylar bags, and with our dog food bag, it was a big kind of plastic bag, and I was like, how can I recycle this? It's plastic. I should be able to recycle it. And regular recycling programs don't take it, but TerraCycle does. So you can actually contact them, and if you gather up a certain amount of stuff, then you just slap their label on it, the shipping label on it, and send it out. And they do a number of other things too, that like the wall plug-in air freshener things. They'll recycle those too. Anyways, just look into TerraCycle if you're interested in recycling things like that may not necessarily go in your regular recycling program. And solar and rechargeable systems replacing disposable fuel canisters and batteries.
Right. And just to throw in there, because Thomas sent me a link for it, there is a flip fill, I think it's called, where you can
flip fuel, I think.
Flip fuel. So you can put it on your canister that's low, that still has a little bit of fuel in it, and put it into one that's half full or whatever. Like you can
so then top up your other one.
So you're not taking 4 partially pre-used ones.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
So the potential drawbacks and or things to consider. So higher upfront costs sometimes for some of the sustainable or new innovations. But if it's either more sustainable for the planet and or you get better performance out of it, maybe it's worth that extra cost.
And hopefully no, were they PFAs?
Forever chemicals. Reliance on tech could reduce your own self-reliance. So you want to kind of try to balance it with what happens if there's a failure of your new tech, then you might need to have the backup, know how to use a map and a compass. Difficulty if you're in remote areas. So if like power for some reason doesn't work, or usually like Tim will usually have a backup plan of like, all right, if we have the map and compass, we have some other means of dealing with a problem if there's a problem. And then there's the environmental trade-offs. So things like lithium rechargeable batteries are maybe not always the best thing for the environment either, but perhaps better than regular old batteries that are going to go into.
I think they are better than regular old batteries, and they're becoming, as technology becomes more accepted and used, it brings prices down, but they also do things like they learn how to reclaim some of the ingredients, some of the stupid, expensive or bad for the earth ingredients. If they reclaim them, reuse them, less bad.
So the kind of takeaway is bring tech that enhances your connection with your experience with nature, but doesn't distract you. And that's where people have often said to us that, yes, they film things while they're there, but it can really take away from their experience if they're constantly like holding up their phone, taking a video of something instead of just enjoying it with their own eyes. So just try to balance that out.
And the other paddler in the boat gets annoyed with you because it's like, how come I'm the only one paddling? Somebody has to shoot all
I'm always on screen and you're never on screen. Outdoor tech isn't about glamping. It's about being comfortable, but we can also live with discomfort, safety, and environmental stewardship. So camping doesn't have to mean that you're suffering. So take maybe one new piece of equipment on your next trip, see if it improves your experience. I mean, we certainly started out with all of the base equipment, and we've over the years, because of, now we can upgrade this, we can upgrade that, we've enhanced our camping. And the future of camping may be lighter, cleaner, and smarter if we use innovation wisely. That's it for us for today. Thanks so much for listening. Please do reach out to us if you have any questions or if you want to talk anytime. This episode will air before Christmas, so if you're looking for some ideas for your favorite someone for camping, then maybe you want to pick up some of these things. And otherwise, we hope you have a very happy holiday season, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.